The best way to learn is to fill in the blank. What do you think the best way to learn is? I think it's a little bit different for each of us, but today we're going to talk about my favorite way to learn now and how it's been reinforced throughout my life is why it's my favorite now. But the best way to teach somebody something or to reinforce the learning, I gave the answer. To reinforce the learning when you learn a new thing is to teach it to someone else. There's a whole technique on this. I tried writing backwards. It's called the Feynman technique. And basically you learn something and then you teach it to a child. Or you act as if you're teaching it to a child when you share it. You identify the gaps, you review, and then you simplify it. Isn't it interesting that these initials are IRS? So when you learn something new, think of the IRS. The reason this works so well, and I guess I could tell some stories about how this got reinforced for me. I learned actually it was probably in high school. I wanted to say college when we did team things, but in high school for sure when I was on the debate committee and the debate team, we were basically debate is teaching someone one side of an argument. And I learned the power of presenting our side or our, side of the debate, and the power of that preparing for both sides allowed me to look more deeply into the subject and really learn the subject matter. But then I had to organize it. I had to clarify it. I had to keep it simple. I had to make sure I deeply understood it in order to be able to argue either side or debate either side. I like the word debate better than argue, although sometimes we just argue. So today, I would love to know in the comments below, do you do this? Do you teach people things that you learn in order to reinforce the learning for yourself? Or do you just share it because you're excited about it? I find that a lot of things that I learned that are new, I just love to share and I want other people to benefit from them. And I find that I myself am really internalizing whatever the thing is that I'm sharing by talking about it, writing about it, thinking about it, organizing about it. Why? Because I'm giving it more time and attention. So it really makes common sense that if I teach something that I just learned, it's going to reinforce the learning for me. It's part of why in college I love being part of study groups. I don't think I discovered study groups until my junior year of college. My third year of college is when I discovered the power of getting a group of people together to focus on a subject and teach components of it, the parts that we understood, to other people. I went to engineering school, and so some of the concepts were a little hard for me to fathom, and it really helped, especially physics. Go figure. I don't know why, but my brain did not like, and I don't know if it still does, physics, which is the hands-on real-world science. So I still laugh about that, obviously, that chemistry, biology, anything like that really came easily and naturally for me. Physics, oh my gosh, that one was a challenge. So I actually dropped physics the first time I took it, which I'd never done in my entire life. I'd never dropped a class. And then I regretted that I had not taken it in high school to layer the learning. It was the one science I didn't take in high school because I needed, credits in a different area, or I wanted credits in a different area. I was really into art in high school. And so all of my free credits went to art classes. They didn't go to things that were taking me college bound, which is where I was going to go anyway. So today, what's our challenge? I challenge you, ask yourself a couple of questions about teaching what you learn. Do you do this? And if not, why not? Are you afraid to teach it? Like, I have my granddaughters. They're 3 and 5. They're a great audience, but they're very good to teach something to reinforce my learning. And if I can present it in a way or share it in a way that they understand, then I know I can share it in a way that anyone understands. So what's something that you've learned lately that you would really like to reinforce that learning and understanding of for yourself? And will you share that today? Could you share that? What would be the benefit? How would your life be impacted and your skills be impacted if you just took on the habit of whenever you learn something new, you teach it to somebody else? You can teach it in a social media post. You can just write a summary article about it. You can say, hey, I just learned this thing. I'm super excited about it. Let me share it with you, and just share it. That way you're not actually, you're doing the things that reinforce the learning for you, but you're not doing it necessarily for a specific person. One of the things I like to do is take the things that I learn and apply them to my personal development audience and to my Supersize Your Business audience. Why? Because it makes me look at the situation and the learning from two slightly, okay, completely different perspectives. Although I argue that having a business and having children, just human, very human, are very similar in many, many ways. I love both, by the way. So engage today by teaching us something in the comments below in 3 sentences. You can do that challenge, or just share one thing that you learned about and have taught about and the impact that it had on you with respect to learning. That's it. If I can help in any way, hit me up and ask. Otherwise, have an amazing day. I am in the middle of launching my school community, so it is a busy time for me, but if you need help, all you have to do is ask.